Welcome back to another screencast. Today we're doing the window template number 5, and this time we want to do a 3-element window. So we want to have 3 different elements horizontally with a full height casement frame on each side, and in the middle we want to have a overhead swing. So we start, because it's a wide window, so we'll just change the width first. So the first thing, we want to have a main frame, and we said we want to have 3 different areas. So let's divide that with a layout and add 2 mullions to it. So that's basically this 3 areas. Somebody asked me actually about these fancy colors, because the windows are very colorful. Those are only for the preview. So you can see you have a color palette here. It says preview color. And those colors that you can see in this visual preview are also reflected here in this element explorer or tree, and that is really helpful to quickly navigate where you want to go. So you can see like this is the mullion and this is that mullion and the main frame. So you can change this color, so you can make all the same color, but it's very helpful while you actually set up your window. So next one is a casement frame here and another casement frame here. So we add those to the layout. So we add a frame. This frame shall end at the first layout line. So we say layout line 1. We let it overlap. We open it towards interior, and the second one, so the other frame, again this frame should start from here. So this is always from left to right, like looking at it from the interior. So in this case this frame should start at layout line 2, again overlap, and maybe this time we actually open outwards, so you can see the difference here. I'll make just this frame a little bit lighter. Let's make that light orange. So you can see here this frame opens inwards, that frame opens outwards. So the only difference is basically the offset of the frame reference. So a positive value goes exterior, a negative value goes interior. So that's that. Then let's add a glazing element here, a panel. Let's make that bluish, and we always want to go into the frame, and then we do the same for the other frame. We could have set up one frame and then copy it, but we'll just do it separately, equally quick. So this one also -25 here, and you can see this one, like we look at it from the interior side. So this one is behind the mullion and behind the main frame, so you can see the hidden line. This one sits in front of the main frame, so you can fully see it. That's why the difference here in like the visual difference. So the last part that we want to do is this middle part. And the middle part, we said we want to have a frame sitting on top here, and at the bottom a fixed glazing. So that's similar to what we did in our last template. So we need a layout to lay out that area. So we add a layout here. We can call that maybe middle. And this layout currently, you can see this yellow dotted line, or the yellow hidden line, covers the parent layout, so we want that to sit in the middle. So we want this to start at 1 and end at 2. So and now that sits in here. And we want that to be vertically in direction, because by default it's horizontal, so we want that to be vertical. And we want to add a mullion to it. So now we have one mullion. If you want to, for example, have that in 3 equal parts, you could just add another layout line here. And so now you have 3 sections. And you could say, okay, I want this mullion, this one, not to sit on layout line 1, but on layout line 2. So now you get basically this divided in 3 parts. And that's also parametric, so it's constrained. So when you change the size of this window, let's say that's whatever 1500 now, then you can see that this stays proportionally divided. So we have now this layout in the middle. So we want now a frame for the top. So this frame should start, because it's starting from bottom to top. So this is layout line 1, layout line 2. So we want this frame to start at layout line 2. And again, we want that to overlap. And we can make that sit interior. And the last thing here is a panel, so the glazing, which again we want to go into the frame. So now we have, you can see here, cutting through here, you see this top frame with the glass, opening interior. You can see so we could move the cutting line up here, so you can see all of them. So this is the left one, opening interior, middle top, opening interior, right one, opening exterior. So, and the last thing is just this glazing here in this middle part. So we go to this layout middle, we add a panel, and in this case we say this panel goes from the beginning until the second layout line, so it ends at layout line 2. So you can see this here in the section. We want that to also get into the frame and into the mullion. And that's about it. You could now add the different, so this is this frame. You see now how handy the colors are, because you can literally, like, you look at this here and you see the representing colors here. We will also add selection and more interaction into the preview. So you will be able to kind of click on elements here to select them, but right now that's not yet implemented. And yeah, if you have any features that you are missing and that you would like to see prioritized, just here down you have feedback and support. Just send us an email to one of those and let us know what you miss or what you think of this app. So yeah, let's just add the symbol line. So one here, we want this to swing up, and we have this frame. Let's add a symbol line from that side, and this one from that side. So that's basically our setup, the template number 5. I hope that's helpful, and you can use that as a starting point, or maybe it's even exactly the window that you're looking for. If you have a specific setup that you would like me to build here on that screencast and make available as a template, so you can just use it as a starting point, also send an email to feedback or support with some screenshots or photos or links to some manufacturer specifications, and I'll set that up for you. So I hope that was helpful, and I'll see you in the next screencast.